What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims, survivors, and the thrivers, y'all. Somebody out thriving of narcissistic abuse, toxic abuse, whatever it is, whatever the abuse is. Abuse is abuse. Shout out to Bree. Today's episode is going to be about how time, T-I-M-E, is not an acceptable apology. How am I getting this, y'all? There's gonna be some hoovering. We're going to bucket up, get your popcorn out. There's gonna be some hoovering. There's gonna be some other stuff out here, y'all. Just like, here we go. Time, T-I-M-E, is not. Y'all, past time is not an apology. It's not an acceptable apology. So many, like, as a narcissist myself, for me, not talking about stuff is dealing with it. If we don't talk about it, that means the argument or the situation goes away on its own. See what I mean? The argument or whatever situation is what we're dealing with, it goes away on its own. So we haven't talked about it, so bye. You mean we've broken up? We haven't spoken to each other in 6 weeks or 6 months or 4 years. We haven't talked. We just broke up on silence and nothing happens. Guess what? Narcissistic people think that past time is forgiveness. You should forgive me. Enough time has went by. You should let that go. No matter what they have done to you, they expect that if enough time has passed by, that you need to forgive them for that, for whatever it is. You should forgive them for whatever it is. You have to forgive them. That's just absolutely it. So if you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, understand that no matter what it is, if enough time has passed, they expect forgiveness. I've talked to so many people. Y'all, I've talked to thousands of people over the last. I've been doing this for almost 2.5 years now. Well, May, so June, July, August. So 2.25 years now. Because 2.25 years now that I've been doing this. I've talked to and interacted with tens of thousands of people, and so many people just out of nowhere just be like, well, out of nowhere I was doing so good for myself, and guess what, the narcissist in my life, the toxic person, reached out and asked me to go to lunch with them, or asked me for dinner, or just reached out and they were bold and blunt, and they asked me could they clap the cheeks. It's been 6 months, Lee. I haven't heard from this person 6 months, and they asked me could they clap my cheeks, and I let them do it. I'm ashamed. Oh my goodness. And yeah, plot twist, right? They let them do it because they're ashamed of it. Yeah, because you as a survivor, whatever, whatnot, you may survivor, empath, codependent person, whatever stage you're in right now, thriver, you may victim, whatever stage you're in. You in that situation, you think that time changes people. If enough, and that's the assumption that I, as a narcissist, I'm going on. You thinking that enough time has passed by, so I've changed. Yeah, I've changed. I probably got worse. I probably got better at manipulating people. I probably got better at masking things. I probably got better at pretending to care about what you say, pretending to not blank on you when you bring up your feelings or you criticize me. I've probably gotten better at doing those things over the last 3, 4, 5 months, however long it is. Some narcissistic people have waited 5, 6 years. Me personally, 7 years. Enough time has went by. Let's not talk about the past. Let's leave it in the past. Why are we bringing up stuff from 3 years ago? That's silly. What about right now? 3 years ago, I was a 34-year-old, didn't know what the world was going to I didn't know what was going on. But now I'm 37, right? I'm 37 years old right now. So I have a grasp on things now. I have a grasp on life now. I'm better. Like, you're better. We've changed. Let's just give it another chance in this new stage of our life. Typically, in this new stage of your life, you are doing a lot better. I'm telling y'all, it's like a sixth sense with narcissists. I'm telling you, it's like a pheromone that people we've dated or people we've been in relationships with or our kids or whoever, it's like a pheromone you release. When you're doing good without us, we can sense it. Like, we'll be like doing something, we'll be like reading on a terrace somewhere, like, my ex is doing good without me. And then we'll take off running and come get you. We'll take off running and try to interrupt your life and try to interrupt your peace. Here we come out of nowhere. Surprise, I'm back. And you're like, what the hell? What are you doing here? I don't know. What am I doing here? I think enough time has went by for us to just sit down and have enough conversation. You know, and they'll make an emphasis. Typically, this is how you know if a narcissist is using time as an apology. This is one telltale clue. They'll make an emphasis on how much time has went by. I know what y'all gonna say. You're like, well, Lee, I done that before too, and I'm not a narcissist. What is your intent? I mean, feel like, so this was one of the things right here, y'all. Intent matters when you're dealing with narcissists and toxic people. It just does. What are the intentions behind what you're saying and what you're doing? What are you intending to do right now? If your intent of bringing up the time is to manipulate someone to get back into their life, then yeah, you might be a toxic, manipulative person. Yeah, but if you bring it up the time just to say, hey, look, let bygones be bygones and let's give this another chance, with purity in your heart, with with truth of giving it another chance, with your eyes wide open, that's different than me just lying. Hey, it's been 5 years. You still holding on to that? Wow, I can't believe it's been 5 years. You still bringing up this old stuff. I'm a different person. You're a different person. I look different. You definitely look different. I don't know, you been on thing. They're gonna say some stuff to you, y'all. They'll focus on the time. Don't let time be an apology, y'all, because time, like they haven't said sorry, or if they do say sorry, it's a blanket apology. It has no specificity to it. You know what I mean? It absolutely has zero specificity to it. It's just like, oh, sorry for everything. Oh, sorry I hurt you in the past. They don't tell you what they hurt you, but they don't tell you how they hurt you. Sorry for everything I did to you. Sorry for the pain I put you through. Sorry for the hurt I put you through. Sorry for hurting your feelings. Sorry you felt that way. Yo, those are not apologies. It sounds like it, but they are not apologies. I always say, but Lee, how do we tell if it's an authentic, genuine apology? How do we know? First of all, true apologies require change behavior. They just do. And also, I asked this question. Act like you're in front of a stranger, right? If this person that has done you wrong, this narcissist, toxic person, whatever, if this person that has done you wrong is apologizing to you, and there's a stranger there, would that stranger know what they're apologizing for? Would that stranger know what they're saying, what they're apologizing for? Or would that stranger tap you on the shoulder like, hey, what are they apologizing for? They said sorry, but I don't know what they're apologizing for. What did they do? They said they hurt you, but how did they hurt you? There has to be specificity to, look, I'm sorry I cheated on you with your sister. I was a horrible person. Just truly horrible. Like, we can put some blame on your sister too, but this is not about your sister. This is about me. Like, I was horrible. I slept with your sister and your mom. I know that, and I did it to hurt you. I honestly did. I was in a bad place in life. And I did those horrible things. No, see, I'm going too far into it. But you see the specificity right there. The stranger knows, like, damn, you mom and the sister and her? What if you had baby ball? What if you had baby ball up? That's a stranger. It'll been a crazy toxic environments. Moms, sisters, aunts, grandmas, all this other stuff. So y'all have to stay empowered, y'all. It's an empowering journey. Just understand that time is absolutely not an apology, y'all. Just don't let people just come back into your life because enough time has went by and you assumed that they have changed because enough time has went by. They haven't showed you any kind of change. They might look different. They might talk different. It might feel different. It might feel like the butterflies are back from the very first time you met them or whatever. But they're not. They're still the same person. Just time has went by to make them better at manipulating people. I'm telling you. I talked to a woman yesterday. Gave her narcissistic ex another chance. Because enough time had went by, patterns started happening again. Well, I thought we hadn't talked in 6 months. 6 months no contact, and then we broke no contact, and we broke then he broke the bed, clapping cheeks. Stop, y'all be missing it, and it gets to you. I'm telling you, time is not an apology. It just isn't. Don't assume somebody has gotten better because the date on the calendar has changed. That person is still the same person internally. It takes a lot of work and effort to make internal changes. You know what I mean? So you have to stay in power, y'all. You really, really do. You really, really have to. So interesting information come real quick, y'all. I'm gonna cut this thing short. Our first live in-person workshop, it's happening in Virginia Beach, Virginia, September the 24th. Me and Raw Motivations, Ben Taylor, one of the other self-aware narcissists, are going to do a live in-person workshop, healing, growth, change, all this other stuff. It's gonna be like a live in-person course. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be amazing. Like our first, motivational speaking event type stuff. It's gonna be an intimate event. It's only 20 people. It's like a 20 people room. No recording, just us talking, helping people, doing live question and answer sessions. Gonna be like breaks, lunch, it's gonna be a good experience because we're building up to bigger things. So this is our first one. So you want to be part of the first one, be part of history. Here, my delusions of grandeur kicking in. You guys are gonna be part of history, be the firstborn in Virginia Beach, Virginia. But it's September 24th. The link is in my bio to check that out and things like that. But get registered for that. Check it out. October 15th, we'll be in Austin, Texas for another live in-person meet and greet workshop type thing too. The second one's gonna be October, live in-person meet and greet, Austin, Texas. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace. Time is not an apology.